Hello again, Struck. Welcome back to another evening of streaming, or it could be day where you are. Today it would be short, an hour stream, because I'm starting very late. I'm starting at 9:30 p.m. So we will go on until 10:30 p.m. But we'll still get a few levels and a few quests in. For that remaining hour. I was busy editing 2 videos for Diablo Immortal, one for the monetization, for the pay to win, how pay to win it is and what you can buy with real money, and another one more general with 2 or 3 more coming in the next 1 or 2 days. I was gonna say 2 games, but yeah, in the next few days there will be probably more Diablo Immortal content coming, and also more Torchlight 3 content very soon as well. I've got a bunch of things planned, including a few builds with this hero when it's geared up and leveled up. Oh yeah, shit, I didn't want to do that, thought I was selling. So let's sell this and... this is not bad, but right now I don't think I need it. I've been getting a lot of yellow items yesterday, a lot of orange legendary items yesterday while leveling up. Totally unexpected to get as much, but totally appreciate it as well. Okay, what was the next quest? Talking to Yapper. The Yap attack. So we're doing the dog jockey quest, okay. Level 10, okay, now here's an interesting level to get. For now I will focus on Dusk Mage, on the Dusk Mage side of things. I could use this and I could use this, and then I'm gonna start investing into this. I want to get the harmonic form duration. I'm actually surprised I managed to drop 3 pieces before reaching level 10 of the of the celestial set. I've never had such good luck while leveling a hero on normal, mind you. I mean, I still remember the days where you wouldn't get a legendary item before reaching level 30, let alone getting like 10, 13 or whatever items before reaching level 10. So yesterday was a good day for leveling up. I'm wondering if today would be kind of similar. Alright, off to Lake Gobdunk. Wait, what's on my number 2? Bit of a long loading screen, isn't it? While it's loading, I'm gonna quickly check SteamDB, see how overloaded the servers are today. Right now 1022 players, for 24-hour peak 1126. Okay, we shouldn't have serious problems if that's what's on the servers. I'm still getting used to having so many skills this early in the game. Normally I wouldn't have as many. But yeah, since they made it to be able to equip level 0 skills, 0 plus 1, 0 plus 2 skills, it's adding a whole new layer of ways to level up heroes. As long as you have some celestial pieces to give you extra levels. Yet again, I'm still taking a lot of damage. Those guys almost killed me, so even with all the legendary drops on normal, I'm almost getting two shot. Okay, this loaded. I don't actually need to kill everyone here. I can just kill whatever on the way and try and push it. I'm even gonna use Walkaway Storm now instead of Chaotic Strikes, so I can just kill as I go. The kill as you go plan. Right, let's keep moving here. This didn't hit. You're almost there. And my harmonic form ended before I even reached it. I didn't want to activate that harmonic form. What's doing so much damage to me? I mean, I'm avoiding the big guys' hits. How are the little guys doing so much damage to me when I have so many legendary items on normal? Did something change to the defenses? 30% and 47, which for this level shouldn't be a bad number for this level of content. Alright, let's move on to the next level. And Jeremy and Azriel wrote, Azriel said, well, Azriel, my Russian is not great, so I won't be able to talk to you in Russian, unfortunately. Whereas Jeremy says, finally man, been waiting for the stream. I have an Electrode Sharpshooter and whenever I get in a highly dense fight, my PS4 like dies and my sound and frame just disappear. Yeah, the Electrode has always been like a problem for them in regards to performance, and on the old generation consoles I'm not sure what can be done regarding the Electrode performance, but the more procs, the more shock bolts you get, the worse the performance will be, which obviously with the Electrode there's gonna be a lot of whitening procs, a lot of shock bolts. So maybe if your console can't handle that until they figure out a way to optimize it better, staying away from Electrode might be a good idea. And it's a sad one. If you don't want to level up a new hero, you might want to just unspec the good things about Electrode, which are the lightning strikes and unspec the chance to shock and only use it for other things of the Electrode, but you would be losing a lot of DPS if you do that. If you remove lightning strikes, which is one of the major sources of damage for the Electrode, and if you remove things like the chance to shock passive and avoid using chance to shock gear, what's the point of picking up an Electrode then? I mean, yeah, you can still have some fun with Walkaway Storm or Chaotic Strikes, and yet another legendary drop. What's happening with this hero? I've never seen such good work on a Wobby hero. This is unbelievable how much good work this Wobby hero has. So, Woods Beast Shoulders. Okay. Losing crit damage, but the defense is real. Oh, why did I wife bind this when I had a better one? If only I booted earlier. Boot first, wife bound later. Oh, please tell me I didn't miss any of those things at the beginning of the map, of the Nethering Pylons. Jeremy says his Bane Realm Master causes the same things, it's ridiculous. Well, with the Bane, that's another type of performance glitch with the Bane. You have a lot of things hitting at the same time. And proccing, especially if you have minions summoning, and you do have minions from almost every skill of Bane, whether it's Spectral Spider or Miasma or a Venomous Maw or anything else, it will summon little spiderlings. And then if you combine that with the train and with other things, in general this game doesn't have great performance on the older generation consoles, and you have to cripple your build to avoid performance problems, which definitely isn't great. Crippling your build so you do less hits per second, so you do less procs per second, so that the game can handle it. And even then, I haven't played on a console, so I have no idea if even crippling your build can actually help you get better performance. But even on PC, those are things that used to give us performance drops even on PC, and maybe still do. Where it would, when I was playing with minion builds, I used to see some glitches where the monster's HP is going down to 0, and then it's going back up to half HP, because it's desyncing. And we used to have a lot of desyncing happening with Electrode on PC, which I thankfully no longer see happening, but yeah, maybe for PlayStation they couldn't fix that. Yeah, the thing I feared would happen happened. I have to go back to find the final pylon. I really hate the quests in this game, they're just so boring. There is no quest indicator showing you where to go. You have to look at the map and pray that you don't miss it, that question mark on the map. See how close it was to me, yet I missed it. It was right next to the entrance of the stupid dungeon, yet it didn't show me this thing on the map. So when I loaded into here, I didn't see that over here there is a quest, which is preposterous to not be able to see a quest this close to you. It's like 3 seconds away from me, walking time, 1 teleport away. Yet the game didn't show me that there's something over there. I really love games that give you arrows, glowing arrows. Even when the map is close, you would see 1, 2, 3, etc. glowing arrows that just keep rotating on the radar. So if there's an objective here and here and here, I would have an arrow pointing this way, an arrow pointing up, and an arrow pointing there. And as I move, those arrows would move and adjust themselves. That's a much better system to kind of navigate you towards where you have quest objectives of any type. Almost died. This was actually easier when I was leveling my Forged. Would you look at that? We've reached a point in the game where leveling up a Forged was easier to me than leveling up a super Lucky Dusk Mage. I mean, I'm much squishier and I'm doing a little bit less damage than my Forged. And my Forged didn't have as many legendaries when I was leveling it up. So they've managed to do it. They've managed to make the Forged pretty strong, even in the early levels, which was one of the worst things about the Forged back in the day before the rework. It felt very weak while leveling up. If while leveling up the Forged after the rework, it felt just as strong, even at times stronger than this mage, when this mage already got so many legendary items as drops compared to the Forged. And it's on the same difficulty. I'm leveling both heroes on the same difficulty for the comparison. And my Forge was actually a Blood Drinker Forge, so it wasn't even a DPS Relic Forged. But obviously it helped a lot with the survivability to have a Blood Drinker Relic on that Forge level up. Jeremy says he's got 2 characters to 60 and wants to start a Forged and a Dusk Mage too, but wants to try and get the Sharpshooter good gear, which is hard with the frames and sound going crazy. I can only imagine how crazy that would be. Doesn't the PlayStation actually cap the frame rates of this game? Doesn't your frame rates actually get capped to like 30 or 60 or whatever, without being able to go above that with the old system? And did you say PlayStation or PlayStation 4? Did you say PlayStation 4 Pro? Is it the classic one or the slightly stronger one? And this game is actually one of the not so demanding games for PC in the genre. I have better FPS on PC in this game compared to some of the other titles are there, like Last Epoch, like Wilson, like PoE, and so on. Okay, I need to go to Trevail Point. But on this game you also don't get as crazy in regards to how many monsters you're killing. But in multiplayer the performance obviously dips when you have a ton of people spamming skills and a ton of things proccing and things like that. Fire starter. Time for some Prodigy, eh? Okay, so we are selling this, we are selling this. This is a secondary. I need to go and dismantle some items. But before I go and dismantle some items, let's just return before the portal disappears. Mr. Jackson says his ranged forged heat build is OP. This game beasts on PS5. Well, I can imagine the PS5 should run this as smooth as it gets. Jeremy says he has the original chunky PS4. And he's not sure if it's a Pro or not. Oh, I got a level up. Let's get this duration. Harmonic form duration here. Next I'm getting harmonic form duration here. And probably next I can upgrade a little bit Holy Bolt for the extra damage. We'll see. Should I make this a Holy Bolt build instead of Absolver? Or actually first I'm probably gonna make Absolver build first. Because I wanna replicate my old build as close as possible to the Absolver Zealot, so I can make Absolver Zealot 2.0 with slight reworks after that. And then after I replicate it, I would start experimenting with some other builds. I might even try a basic attack build on the mage with the Electrode, similar to my melee adventurer. I can try and make a melee Dusk Mage with a one-handed mace. Because why not? Why not? Eventually I will make one such build on every hero. Electrode melee build. Because I just love the Electrode melee one-handed basic attack build as a possibility. Zebra Toyu says he's an Electrode Forge AoE build. By AoE build, which skill do you use? Are you using Cyclone? Are you using Shotgun Blast? Which AoE skill are you referring to? Lily Bonebaker. No. Cyclone and Vortex. This is the classic combo. Those are my favorite melee skills. Cyclone Mode and Vortex Bomb. I really love the combination of Cyclone Mode, Vortex Bomb, and Slug Shot, or Rapid Fire if someone doesn't want to do Cyclone Mode. But yeah, I'm probably gonna make an Electrode Forged build eventually, and I wanna do Cyclone Mode, Vortex Bomb, and Slug Shot. I think that's gonna be the three best skills to use as heat builder, as heat venter, and as a steam spender. I think the best steam spender is Slug Shot, and I think the best venter is Vortex Bomb out of the two. There's only two, so there's not big choice. But Vortex Bomb gives you extra defense, so even on ranged builds, I love it. Compared to Cove Launch. So I hope they just rework Cove Launch a little. Cove Launch could use some sort of something to give it advantage over picking Vortex Bomb. If Vortex Bomb is gonna give us a lot of armor, like defense, then maybe make Cove Launch give us something that would make it worth it, using it over that. Maybe make it give us more damage, so we can go full glass cannon if we don't want Vortex Bomb. But right now it's a hard sell to anyone asking me to make a build with Cove Launch instead of Vortex Bomb, because I don't see the appeal one bit of not taking Vortex Bomb and going Cove. Ouch. It's just not worth it. Ah, why does she do so much damage? I mean, come on, I'm playing on normal and she almost one-shot me. And she's just 2 levels higher than me. My gear is legendary. Some of it is Wifebound blue or green or whatever. And those meat shields, I can't hit her because this is not piercing like Absolver. They keep body blocking. Level 13, okay. We're getting the other harmonic form duration soon. One more level. Zebatoyu says, did you progress on Fazir yet on a different character? Well, my highest Fazir progress is 83. I don't have time for Fazir progress. I spent a few days leveling and gearing up a hero. Maybe up to a week is what I'm willing to give a hero. And then I start making builds and then I move on to the next hero. There are just so many builds to explore, so many things to experiment with. I can't be bothered to spend too much time on the same hero and pushing the Fazir dungeon, especially right now with this overpowered challenge bonus that we get, which kind of trivializes some of the Fazir stuff. So right now the Fazir is not about it being difficult or not, it's about it being time consuming. That's all there is. There is no actual challenge right now. As long as you get items and upgrade those items with the right stats in the sockets and maybe wife bind them if they're blue, you should have no problem pushing the Fazir as long as you keep your gear updated every few levels of the Fazir. Especially the weapons, that's probably the more important thing to keep up to date. But the defenses you can get are crazy as well, it's not just the weapon. And just trivializes the whole experience. Whether you're doing lower level of the Fazir with lower numbers or higher level of the Fazir with higher numbers, the experience is exactly the same. It's just different numbers, but you're doing the exact same thing. No difference, which is pretty boring to me. I don't see a reason to go in the Fazir higher. There's so many better ways. I've said it multiple times, I'm not gonna say it again, but there's many ways to have the Fazir work with power creep outside of items and inside only the Fazir. When you leave the Fazir, that bonus gets removed. So for me it's fun to make builds and I can see at Fazir level 20-30 I can already tell if this build would be good for the final stage of the Fazir, if you gear it up well or not. And right now every single build, even the worst builds you can make, would be able to complete those stages of the Fazir as long as you give them the right items, which in a way is pretty nice because you can make any build viable. And picking a build is more about selecting your playstyle rather than selecting whatever is meta. Yeah, some things would still be meta compared to others and would allow you to complete content quicker. But right now there isn't a single build that feels complete trash, that won't be able to do the hardest type of content in the game. And I like something about a game like this. I like knowing that regardless of what you do with your build, it's still gonna be okay. Maybe not as quick, but you're still gonna be able to complete the hardest type of content as long as your gear is up to the task, as long as you keep updating your gear. And yeah, hopefully they remove this power creep and revert it to the way it was, and revert the difficulty of the Fuzzier, or rework it and add something something that's not the challenge bonus, that's not connected to items, but rather maybe give us buffs and affixes. As I've said many times, that would be a preferred option, and that would also make farming levels like the alpaca level more worth it. I'm just gonna go to Trial of Strength. Okay, let's try and get the level up maybe. Because if I go to the Trial of Strength right now, I'm gonna have a very hard time. Which reminds me, I need to send my pet for potions. I can do Brow without potions. I need to get at least level 14 before Brow. Alright, let's send the pet away. Actually, the pet needs to do some changes. Okay, pet, go buy me potions, as many as you can. Sending it to buy pots, and yeah, I'm gonna try and get level 14. If I can't, that's fine. We're gonna try and do it at this level. Oh, and that means oh no, I can't improve this. This one would give me more damage, but I'm gonna keep the other one. Although the green one I can improve with Wife Bound and get another 10-11 extra damage on it. My defenses are right now what needs improvement. Especially the what's it called, the physical defense. That's what I'm gonna need for Brow to not get one shot. I always get one shot. I always get hit by those stupid crisscross arrows because you just can't see them. It's super hard to see the small line, and there's almost no room where you can stay where it's safe. Come on, pet, 44 seconds. Hopefully he returns on time for the boss fight. Okay, the pet is here. Now we can do Brow. How did she hit me? I was so far away from her. See, this is what I'm talking about. I was between the yellow lines. And it's the stupid small lines that get me. The stupid little lines in the middle. Which you can't see very well. They should make those clearly visible. Not just barely visible. It's just not fair if you can't see those lines. If they're super tiny little laser lines. Little red tiny laser lines, those are the ones. Not the big yellow lines, the ones that are clearly visible, but the other ones. Fuck, again. This is just boring. Yeah, I'm getting spawn killed by the stupid spirit well. By the nether well. This doesn't feel like normal, it feels like I'm playing on ridiculous. There's nothing normal about this. How? I was in the middle. Ah man, this is one of the reasons I hate leveling in the game. This stupid boss fight. She's not hard. She's just boring with this stupid invisible line. I mean, if you're gonna hit me with something, show me where it is. Better, not just a little tiny red laser pointer kind of thingy. And actually she never was this hard before. This is the first time she's this hard. Before I wouldn't die more than 1 or 2 times. And I'm playing on normal with shit tons of legendary items. This is the most geared I have been for this boss fight. Yet I'm getting 2 shot even by the stupid spirit wells. So what am I to do for this fight? Why did this fight become so much more difficult? Almost makes me wanna rage quit the game. How is it fair? On normal. That's fucking normal. There's definitely nothing normal about her right now. Let's see. And I ran out of potions. Only have 2 left. And I can't pause, because obviously the game doesn't allow you, even when playing solo, to pause the game while opening your inventory. Who is the real one?
Let's make it interesting. Stay on your toes. Let's make it interesting. Get
Come on.
Get ready. There. This should be fun. Get ready. Get ready.
Ah! Come on.
Let's make it interesting.
Come on. But yeah, seriously, this is the hardest I've had this boss be. I've beaten this boss easier with shittier gear on Ridiculous. So they must have done something to it. It does way more damage than before. And it has way more HP than I remember it. And I have much better skills and much better gear than I've ever had before on a playthrough at this boss fight. So whatever they done to that boss, they made it super boring. Super boring for normal. I mean, when I play normal, I expect things to be, well, normal, not difficult. So let's see. What about this one? We no longer need fire defense, so I'm gonna get that one. And I need to get to my fort.
Great job, recruit. You continue to exceed our
Yeah, I'm actually gonna change my difficulty now. I'm gonna change to practice to see if it's better. I don't care what difficulty I play on, as long as it's quicker to reach whatever I need to reach to level up. But first I'm gonna go to my fort, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's pretty weird how it is. It's pretty weird. I've never had problems with this boss, even on Ridiculous, even with less geared Dusk Mages. Even with Dusk Mages that are not even Electrode, that do less DPS. Look at just the amount of legendary drops. Out of those, only 2 items were not dropped while playing. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 or 12, excluding those 2. It wasn't exactly those 2, but yeah, 2 of those items were things I took from my storage, the others were drops. Which is amazing. I mean, I've never seen this much legendary drops while leveling and having this much stats. Yet this boss still killed me so many times, and it wasn't even because of the difficulty, it was about the bullshit where you can't see the stupid arrows. You can only see the big arrows, not the small ones, because of the mechanic how they designed the projectile. They designed the projectile to do 2 hits per 1 projectile. So if the projectile moves here on that line, then there's gonna be another little line over here where you're not gonna be able to kind of see exactly where it goes. And that's the boring part. Okay, let's get rid of some items like this one, like this one, like this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, I'm gonna put the wowie items back in the storage. And that means I can maybe take some other wowie items. Do I have some Act 2 wowie gear? This is Act 2. Possibly an upgrade. Let's check here. I think this is my wowie items. storage. Token of rapid bartering, actually pretty good. Okay, who lost my pet on the balcony? Okay, in just a moment, I had to open the door for Sky to enter. But he's standing on the doorway of the balcony. Alright. Is there nothing better to pick up from my storage? Oh! Level 6 Celestial Cuirass with some defense. I mean, it's a little better than what I'm wearing, even though I'm losing some defenses. Level 9. Okay, an upgrade. A convict. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Struck Co-op to you. Nice seeing you here. I think there's no more low level items I can take. So let's quickly change the difficulty. And go do Act 2. I normally don't see I normally never saw a difference between practice and normal. But maybe normal is bugged. There have been times where doing one difficulty would be actually harder than the harder difficulty. So maybe the same bug is happening again. We'll see. I'm gonna see if practice would be any better. How am I doing with the gold? If I've got enough gold, I can gamble for some poison defense items. I could use shoulders, boots, and gauntlets. Let's start with the gauntlets. Why is it giving me fire defense? Fire defense in the poison city. Great. I think I just need level 15 before it can give me poison defense. Yeah, I think it just needs to be it needs to be level 15. And Convict says he's Akan from the Discord. Well, welcome here. Nice seeing you again. He's asking what is the best class for pushing endgame the easiest. Well, I don't know about the class. There are many builds. There are many builds you could use. Some of the easier ones are, for example, Rail Masters with the train. Bane train Rail Masters like my Miasmic train build or Flaming Destroyer Realmaster train builds are easy. Anything on the Electrode is good. Anything on the Flaming Destroyer is good. It's more about the gear, not about the build in this game right now. Especially with the power creep in items, which trivializes the end game as long as you have your gear up to date with the content level. And yeah, that's pretty much it right now. The more you push the fuzzier, the better gear you get, and you just kind of constantly change your items. So that's how they've designed it with the latest patch. Oh, come on. Oh, I forgot to buy potions. I'm gonna send the pet. Thankfully he's got rapid bartering, so it shouldn't be a problem. In fact, I'm gonna do something better. I'm gonna remove this item. No! Ha! Wrong button. Wrong button. Okay, now let's do it the right way.
Your pet has returned.
Ah. Railmaster can be tank. I mean, it's not. It can be. It cannot be as tanky as a forged, or at least not armor-wise. But it can stack more damage reduction sources. With the Railmaster, you've got Shield Car, which is pretty tanky. Then you've got a Shield Bubble from Tier 3 Hammer Spin. So it's tanky in a different way. You're stacking damage reduction with him. Whereas with the Forged you have things that give you extra defense increase. So they're both good for tanking if you want them to be, especially with Shield Car combined with that Hammer Spin bubble. But in any case, you would still need defense on both heroes. You would still need to stack defense from items. I mean, right now even a Dusk Mage and Sharpshooter can be super tanky if you get enough defense from items. But yeah, Dusk Mage and Sharpshooter are supposed to be glass cannon, but with the latest update, it became super trivial. As long as you get the right items and you wife bind them, you're gonna have so much defense that they're barely gonna scratch you. You can face tank everything with every class, as long as you stack enough defense. But while leveling up, you're gonna see a difference. While leveling up, Dusk Mage and Sharpshooter would be much squishier. When it comes to endgame, the lines get a little blurred because, as I said, power creep, it's designed in a very unimaginative way. So yeah. It's basically a copy-paste of Wilson's power creep. With a slight change that you don't get a stronger item level, but you get a stronger affix, which in a way could be considered item level, but it's not really. And that affix just increases the item stat, so it's kind of almost the same as Wilson's power creep, which is one of the worst I've seen in a game for both games. Okay, what time is it? 10:26. Maybe I can do one more quest or something. Okay, Let's see what's next. Andrew is back in saying, what what to do with pets? Send them home or make them free? Well, it's up to you. If you need the skill that the pet comes with, if the pet unlocks a new skill that you've never seen, then obviously you would wanna send the pet home. If it's not a new skin, so if you send it home, you win the new pet skin and you win the new pet skill. If you've already got the pet skin or the pet skill, or the pet skin, I mean, you can just send it home. So just decide, do you need the pet skin, do you need the pet skill? If the answer to either of those is yes, then send it home. Otherwise, just let it be. If you don't need it, because it's just filling up your inventory with stuff. I'm gonna do one more map, one more dungeon, because it's 10:27 p.m. It's almost time to stop streaming. Let's clear this one, the Corpsefire Crypt.
Life support systems repaired.
And I can just subscribe to Twitch. Thank you very much, dude. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the sub and for the emote right in the feels. Tomorrow I'm also gonna be uploading some content, so my stream tomorrow probably also like today will be a little bit late and a little bit short. But hopefully on the 31st I would have more time for streaming. I'm not planning on making any videos, any content on the 31st. And maybe I would do a long stream. Not sure if it's gonna be Torchlight 3 or whether it's gonna be just a variety stream where I'm streaming multiple games, changing every... We'll see. I still haven't decided what to do for the 31st, but I'm planning on having a long stream then. So hopefully tomorrow I can do all the other content for Diablo Immortal I'm planning to make, such as content for itemization, for progression and leveling and paragons and whatever else is left. It says, can you tell me the best guide for Forged? Wanna start a Forged? I would say use my pressure shooter. And it doesn't have to be the same relic, it doesn't have to be my... it doesn't have to be Flaming Destroyer, but I would say use Pressure Shot, use Vortex Bomb, and then whatever heat builder you want. But I think my Pressure Shooter is the strongest Forged setup I've made after the rework, after the rebalance. Pressure Shot based build, so if you go to my website and you look at the Pressure Shooter, I think this is the most DPS-y one I've made. I'm not sure if I included ways to level up, but if you need ways to level up, just let me know and I can try and write up which skill to level up at what level. In general, I would prioritize getting Vortex Bomb max level and the cooldown reduction passive early in the game instead of getting other things. In general, in those games it's actually better to get damage rather than utility, but for some builds I prefer cooldown first, damage later, because with faster cooldown I get faster damage. But some people would rather max out a basic skill to level 10 for damage. I just don't level that way. I level differently. Okay, that was the final map of the day. I'm just gonna collect the wood and then go give my pet medicine and food. And yeah, it is a YouTube video guide. Just check it on my website. There is a video for YouTube, but there's a website as well. Look for Pressure Shooter from like a week or two ago, maybe 2 weeks ago or so. So yeah, check the Pressure Shooter. It was before Cyberpunk launched, so it's probably 2 weeks ago, roughly. So if you look Pressure Shooter, that's the one I would suggest as a forged setup. But yeah, I'm gonna go feed my pet, give him medicine. Thanks everyone for tuning in today. Keep it cool. Till next time, and again, thanks for watching. Goodbye.